My name's Lloyd and I'm a professional bird trainer for the film and TV industry, but I don't think the word trainer really fits. Maybe communicator, bird communicator would be a good one. It's not so much a job what we do, it's a lifestyle. There's always something to do because we're flying birds, cleaning out birds, spending time with birds from dawn till dusk. And after dark quite often as well. It's what we do. They're part of our family and we like to do things in a way that they enjoy. And that's always our really strong ethic that we stick to. If we don't feel the birds are going to enjoy doing something, I don't care what it is or who it's for, then we don't do it. About 22 to 3 years ago, I got my first opportunity to train some birds for filming, which were magpies for a wildlife on one. One of my favourite moments from it would be the tracking shots we did flying by the car. It was on a big industrial estate, so very unusual, and it worked really well. Then I imprinted some hooper swans, and that's for another BBC series called Natural Neighbours. When you talk about imprinting waterfowl, you are becoming their parent. We spend all of our time with them. But you've got to do that if you want to be able to fly them into some extreme conditions. So there's no shortcut, and that bond that you get with them, you can't beat that. I never tire of that feeling. My favourite sequence we've ever done would be for Ultimate Killers with the Peregrine, with Steve Leonard skydiving from the balloon. It was 16,000 feet up and it turned out to be extremely difficult. It took 6 months of training, but it worked amazingly well. There was one shot, I think, where Steve was in free fall and Leo got a shot of a lady out probably 50 feet to one side in that complete little mummy wrap, perfect teardrop shape, and they were falling at 180 miles an hour and she was there. So that was quite an achievement, I think, for all concerned. That was a real team effort, that was. Thinking about which bird I feel I've had the strongest bond with, that's a really hard one. It's like trying to ask you which one is your favourite child. You shouldn't really ask that because you shouldn't really have favourites. My African tawny eagle, Sasha, he's 23 years old, and I've had him over half my life, and for the first time ever he was really, really ill. He had a problem and he had to have a major operation. It was really touch and go, and the chance of him surviving that were very small, weren't they, mate? But he did, you know, and he got through it, and we had a really difficult 2 weeks. I had to nurse him through it, you know. He's been sleeping next to me at night and still is, so I can keep monitoring and check that he's okay. But when you've had a bird that long, it was just he's like a brother to me, really. So it was extremely traumatic. So I've got you for many more years to come, yeah, eh, Sash? Eh? You a good old man? I think he would be probably nearly on a par with Tilly, the golden eagle. Well, Tilly's done lots and lots of... One of the most well-known would be for Animal Camera, BBC series, where she was wearing the original onboard cameras we used. She does that really well. Tilly, I think I have a very unique relationship with. She loves having her head roughed. You like that old girl, don't you? They tend to be real one-person birds. And Tilly, very, very much will pick up on my moods and can read me very well, like I can read her. And she's an excellent judge of character. If I want to work out whether I think someone's to be trusted or I like them or not, I always judge what Tilly thinks of them, because she's never wrong. When I think about when I was really young, and I obviously had that natural sort of draw towards keeping birds from when I was really small. And then when I got sort of to my teenage years, it was when the first real sort of landmark BBC wildlife series were coming out with David Attenborough. And I always used to think, cool, I'd love to be able to work on those kind of programmes. But you see, I was not very good at school. I actually was a dropout at school, really. I never, ever thought I'd get an opportunity to be able to do what I now have done for the past 21 years. But what I've always had is a passion for what I do. and that real drive. And if you've got that, then you can achieve anything.